Can any of you hear me? Where are you? You there. Have you seen my squad? We were all on a little Alkosh, part of the Dominion fleet sailing for Canarthy's Roost. Then a hurricane blew up out of nowhere. Sails tore, hulls cracked, and we were thrown into the ocean. I ended up here. I can't find the rest of my squad. I thought I heard one of them calling out, but the ocean twists up sounds. If they're wounded or pinned down, could you keep an eye out for my soldiers? They answer to Edalus, Onglon, and Nistel. 2 of us can cover more ground. I'm sure my squad made it to shore alive. Dominion Marines constantly defy the sea's attempts to drown us. The hurricanes, they're another matter. I fear my squad is banged up worse than I am.
Bless you, I'm glad you came by. Have you seen any other Marines along the beach? She's alive. I suppose that's some luck amidst all this wreckage. Can't say the same for my leg. If I don't put too much weight on it, I can manage a good hobble.
I lost a lot of friends in that storm. Give me some good news. I saw her swept overboard in that damn storm. Held on to the rigging long as I could, but it tore the skin off my palms. If I can't hold a weapon, I'm useless to my squad. Do you have any bandages? I lost my kit to the sea. Blow juice? Used to think this stuff was only good for practical jokes on snowy days. Once I can heft Spleen Shanker, I'll push through the beach and find Sergeant Ferian. How about you? Not quite ready to push my luck again. One brush with death.
Praise the gods, you're back. I thought you were an aillet. Praise the gods, you're back. I thought you were an aillet. Glow juice. By the gods, it just might. Soon as I can stand on my own, I'll head inland. Blessings upon you, stranger. I'll limp my way inland and find a safer place to wait for Sergeant Ferian. Just knowing she's out there gives me hope for the rest.
Who are you? Were you part of the fleet? Alive? Good. That's good. Wave smashed me against the ship. Cracked a few ribs. Not the best feeling. Tastes like sandals boiled in mint perfume. But if it knits my ribs, I'll drink the whole bottle. Lieutenant Gellin pulled me ashore. Went to find shelter. Never came back. Headed to a nearby cave. Find him. Tell him we're all safe.
Turns out my squad were the ones who found me. Ever consider a career as a Dominion Marine? You'd make quite a scout. My squad said you were looking for Lieutenant Gellin. Have you found him? What do you mean? First, a hurricane blows out of nowhere and destroys our fleet. Then, an able-bodied Dominion Marine is captured and tortured to death? What else was in that cave? Some kind of sacrifice? This is too big for my squad to handle. We need reinforcements. Nistel spotted a beached ship nearby. It looks intact, and she spotted Dominion sailors aboard. We need to combine our forces and find who murdered Lieutenant Gellin. My squad and I need to pull his body out of that damn cave. Would you warn the sailors on that beached ship? They need to know it's not safe to wander around. Wait, take this. I found some glow juice while I was looking for my squad, but they're on the mend. You'll get used to the taste. We'll be along shortly. Watch yourself.
You aren't a slick-arsed sea viper or a cabbage-mouthed castaway. State your business with the crew of the Prowler. The hurricane killed hundreds of Marines. Why does it matter if one of them died in the cave? Oh. Well, the Prowler is like a hen in a wolf den until she's seaworthy again. Maybe your Marines can prove they're more than two-legged cargo in shiny armor. If they pitch in, I'll consider reinforcements. They up for it? Or are they all talk? And I'm sure they'll be as useful as they were in the hurricane. Should they care to prove otherwise, they're welcome to do actual work patching leaks in the Prowler's hold. Maybe they can locate a replacement helmsman's wheel in all this wreckage. Oh, and our Sunsighter. It must have fallen overboard when we beached. Our lookout saw those skink-fingered pirates make off with it. You'll have to get the Sunsighter back, any way you can.
These aren't Dominion sailors. They're privateers. Just our luck. We'll show that old sea cat what Dominion Marines can do. Onglon is our best tracker. He can recover the Sunsighter in no time. I almost pity the Sea Viper who's holding on to the Sunsighter. Onglon will recover it soon enough. What else needs doing? Edalus is the best scrounger in the regiment. If you want, I can send him out to look for a helmsman's wheel. He's on his way. Anything else we can do? It's time for that mangy privateer to make good on his promise. Maybe you should do the talking. I'll just rub it in.
That was fast. All right. There's room on the Prowler for your Marine friends, as long as they work for their meals. I said I'd consider it. Captain Jimala is the only one who can make that call. Something you'll want to hear. You just made the Prowler seaworthy, and Captain Jimala always pays her debts. Go talk to her. She only bites if you give her good reason.
Due to your efforts, the Prowler is free to sail once the tide comes in. Those Marines did their part as well. I have no reinforcements, but I offer something better. I know who's killing the Dominion soldiers, and I know how to stop it. Our lookout watched the Sea Vipers drag a Dominion Marine into a cave. Later, he saw your friends remove the Marine's body. If we weren't so short-handed, I'd have ordered his rescue. But 3 of my own crew were missing. Before we understood the danger, I sent my crew to scavenge among the shoals so we might repair the Prowler. We thought they disappeared, but one just returned, and she tells a harrowing tale. The Sea Vipers happened. Now there's a new storm brewing, and I fear they're the cause of it. Mustangui recovers below. Hear what she has to say for yourself.
The Sea Vipers are insane! They're trying to create another hurricane! Sir Verkvild and I were scavenging for a replacement helmsman's wheel when the Sea Vipers ambushed us. They brought us to the island with the beached Dominion flagship. They'd done things there. Terrible things. Those filthy Maormer dragged my mates up and tied them to these serpent-shaped statues. Then they started chanting, and lightning surrounded them. That's when the storm began to form around the island. Yes, I'm sure of it. It was a terrible sight. The Sea Vipers were so caught up in the ritual, I slipped free. I tried to grab Sir, but the lightning held him fast. Then one of the Sea Vipers yanked at him. I saw the Maormer's wrist glow. The Maormer wore lodestones on their wrists. It let them ignore those lightning bonds, but I couldn't find any more, so I jumped off the ship and swam for it. Please, don't let them sacrifice my crewmates.
Sailors are insane! Today.
Sur and Werkveld returned just after the skies cleared up. They're a bit damp, but otherwise all right. My lookout says I have you to thank. Then we'll finish repairs and shove off at high tide. Oh, your marine friends fended off sea vipers while you rescued my crew. They're welcome aboard, as long as they want. Perhaps we'll see you at Mistral. You'll always have a place on the Prowler.
Some flooding in the hold, Captain! Clear the wreckage away soon, Captain! Yes, but some walker was there to crush them back down with lightning. Walls of water.
Spare any coins?
This one has heard reports. You've kept busy. Good. You fit in now more than ever. How did things go? Clearly, you were meant to help us out. John and Jode have a sense of humor, yes? And of course, Raz thinks discretion deserves a reward. Keep your wits about you, my new friend. Mistral's houses cast deep shadows, and vipers lurk in the grass. Mistral is the jewel of the southern seas, a free port with trade ties to half of Tamriel. Ambassadors from the Dominion arrived weeks ago to negotiate its admission into the Alliance. Unfortunately, things have not gone smoothly. Kenarthi's Roost has an old treaty with the Maumar. They claim the Dominion fleet intended to invade their home waters. It's a sticking point in the negotiations. The Sylvanar could use some help. Find him, give him this token. He'll know you are a friend. Without Mistral's support, the Dominion will have precious little defense on its southern coasts. But we are not here to conquer anyone. The Sylvanar knows this. He is in the Chancery, seeking a peaceful resolution here.
They will need help rebuilding after that gale.
Keen on that. A little town like this won't be able to pay up front. We're leaving on the next boat we can get, right?
You have a better idea? Spit it out!
Hey, ideas aren't my strong suit. I'm just saying, look at this place. Do they look like they can afford us?
You have a point. Matbia, what else?
Let's ask us. I'm sure something will come up.
Buying and selling. I need another drink like I need a head in the hole.
Kenarthi's roost and the Dominion. Together, we'll achieve. Your chance for untold prosperity comes with Dominion rule. Come and...
I bring an urgent message from Rhea Opacarius, Chief Oracle of the Twilight Queen Azura. Best discuss that with Rhea. Too many eyes and ears here. She awaits you in the Cloudy Dregs Inn in Wayrest.
It is safely caged. Dahara would not let it tear the flesh from your bones.
Is the Sylvanar blind? Every one of these sea elves is a venomous serpent waiting to strike. Lorcan, take them all. Why did the Sylvanar negotiate with these filthy Maomer? Those pirates are a stick in the High Elf eye. They capture our merchants' ships and raid our settlements. If I had any say, we'd negotiate with a sword at their throats. Not as long as the Sylvanar confuses diplomacy with capitulation. He's inside with the rest of them, pretending this won't end in bloodshed. Go, see this farce for yourself.
By just such a pack.
Your pardon, friend. The Dominion's arrival on Kenarthi's roost has upset the locals. It falls on me to smooth the waters. Please, help yourself to food or drink. I'm happy to speak with you once this matter is settled. Most unexpected. It seems we have a mutual friend. May I ask, what brings you to Mistral? Then perhaps you can advise me on a small matter. The Maomer have a treaty with Kenarthi's roost. This is nothing to fear. A treaty is something I can work with. Yet neither Ambassador Ulondil nor Headwoman Harani will produce a copy. Indeed, why not? It would be indecorous to suggest the treaty is anything but actual and sound, yet I fear it won't present itself without a more active line of inquiry. Would you be my voice in this with Ambassador Ulondil and Headwoman Harani? Exactly. A chorus of requests may succeed in carrying the tune. Harani in particular seems eager to see this resolved, though I fear the Dominion presence binds her hands. But I'll leave you to it.
It's hard to keep track of the new faces since the hurricane, but I don't believe we've met. Welcome to Mistral. May your stay here be full of warm winds and soft sand. And I told him the mere act of doing so would complicate matters with our longtime Maomer allies. They take great offense to the Dominion's claims upon our island. Look around you. What great armies do you see? Our survival depends on knowing when to fight and when to please. The treaty brought us prosperity for generations. I will not be the one to break it.
We upheld our treaty with the people of Kenarthi's Roost for generations, and this is how they repay our kindness? We will not allow High Elf thieves to gain a foothold in our territorial waters. By all rights, this is our island. Harani's people occupy it with our blessing. If she breaks the treaty, so breaks our truce. We'll take back our island, and the Khajiit will pay the price. We keep a copy on an island far from here. I see no reason to send for it. I won't allow High Elf wharf rats another chance to take our rightful lands. Why don't you bother Harani for her copy?
Any luck securing a copy of the treaty? Then there's little chance for compromise. I'll call a break in formal talks until everyone calms their nerves. You understand the stakes, yes? It's why I ask you to take a more active role in locating the treaty. I don't do so lightly. I can't allow the Dominion's first act on Kanathe's roost to be one of conquest. I understand our mutual friend prefers the rum served at a nearby tavern. Perhaps he would have ideas on securing a copy of the treaty.
What?
Can you not feel the hatred that burns within its belly? Bars.
You think this one drinks on the job? Good. Then so will everyone else. What is the word, my new friend? Ulandil certainly won't. His viper tongue is sharp. But Harani can't because her copy was stolen. It only takes 3 drinks to loosen the tongue of the Chancery clerk, if you were curious. A good question. Raz answers it with an interesting bit of trivia. Ulandil posted a guard at his quarters the day of the theft. His subtlety is rivaled only by his pleasant personality. Oh, and it's 5 drinks for embassy staff. 6 puts them out. Someone needs to slip into Marmor Embassy, find a way past the guard, and rifle through Ulandil's private quarters. Oh, and do it without bloodshed that could provoke war with the Marmor. In case he was not clear, Raz is talking about you. The pragmatist in this one says it's because you have no firm connection to the Dominion. The optimist says it's because you have proven yourself more than capable already. When you have the treaty, meet both of us at the bridge.
Prey upon the unwary. For prosperity, for security, for unity, for the Dominion.
Another one? Off limits. Are you lost? Ambassador Ulandil's quarters aren't open for visitors. None of your business. Go bother the clerk. He doesn't know when to shut up either. Are you lost? None of your business. Are you lost? Ambassador Ulendil's quarters aren't open for visitors. What? Give it here! She wants to meet me? Now? Out of my way! Don't cause trouble.
The spring in your step. Did you know a sense of accomplishment can alter one's stride? You'll learn to notice it in others. The Sylvanar is certainly being watched by the Maumar. You should inform him the treaty is safe. He will know what to do next. The Sylvanar and the Green Lady are being put up in the Armorer's home. This one recommends you knock before entering. Green Lady gets jumpy at silent approach.
Our friends. They must have recovered.
Time for you to leave. No! No!
You found him like this? What did you see? Answer me! Then you know nothing. 1,000 curses on this wretched island. They've taken my beloved. None who'll survive the day. I am the unerring bolt. Once loosed, I cannot stop till I pierce my quarry's eye. Harani knows her own city. If she won't tell you who did this, I'll shorten her tale until she does. Now go! Go!
My own father, divine save his soul, was torn to pieces by just such a
Not again. Please. I understand what the Sylvanar desires, but I already told you. We cannot provide him with our copy of the treaty. Did. But he was just here. What happened? How awful. Who would harm such a peaceful creature? My guards saw nothing. We doubled the watch to ensure safety. I cannot abide the Sylvanar's murder in my town. I'll shut down the port if I have to. None sets sail until his killer is brought to justice. Of course, I hereby declare you a deputy of the Mistral Guard. No door shall be barred to you. On my desk, you will find the most recent reports from the Mistral Guard. You are welcome to review them for any inconsistencies that could lead to the killer's capture.
The Sylvanar murdered? These treacherous Khajiit have plotted with the Maormer to slay our noble envoy.
How dare you! The Sylvanar was our guest. You go too far, Vice Reeve.
Outrageous! More Dominion treachery. I will conduct my own investigation.
No sea rat will show me up. I'll get to the bottom of this myself.
I've little time for talk.
One here. Perfect.
Help me turn my luck. So much to do.
What?
Get off my ship before I throw you off!
And I need a new rigging and a serving wench. Too bad for us both. Now get off my deck before I throw you off! Why didn't you say so? You're a deputy of the guard? The same guard whose authority ends where my ship begins? On the dock or in the water, your choice. Oh, that's a serving wench. 3 minutes. If my sailors see your hands where they shouldn't be, I'll keelhaul you myself.
Watch your step, groundwalker.
You won't hurt me, will you?
Killing the Sylvanar was foolish. The Green Lady and the Sylvanar shared a life bond. She has little time to avenge him before she too will die, and the Green Lady is a most dangerous creature. But then, you have that spring in your stride again. What have you learned? The Maumer planned something, but what? Wait. The apothecary sold Daedra blood in these specific amounts? That would explain the strange liquid upon the... Oh no. Bright moons, no. This is a sample of the vile cloud from around the Sylvanar's body. Bring it to the Green Lady. Tell her it killed her beloved. As for the rest, Harani will see what you found. We must move like Kenarthi herself is at our backs.
The killer will share the pain my beloved's death has wrought. Hand down the throat, a kiss for my wrist. Hand on the lungs, a kiss for my arms. Grasp, tear, yank, and one last kiss for the killer's own heart. Now, what have you found? No poison in all of Tamriel could harm my beloved. But this scent was on his body. Why is it out here as well? I can see it, leading away into the heart of this wretched city. You're blind to it, easily remedied. Follow if you can.
It had to happen sooner or later. The crossed tree never falls, or so they say. Still, all these soldiers knocking about, it makes me nervous.
Covered my tracks. Couldn't have found me. I followed his orders. Daedric poison for the wood elf and his mate. I followed his orders. Ulandil, he said they could stop the Tempest. Had to be removed.
I've heard enough.
His orders.
Yes, and some walker was there to crush them back down.
Ah, the errant deputy. I was just informing headwoman Harani of her apothecary's connections to the High Elves of Somerset Isle. Once the torture begins, we'll learn why the Dominion killed their own diplomat. My what? You mean the apothecary? I assure you, he was never in my employ. Oh, well done. It doesn't matter now. The Green Lummox and her idiot husband lie dead. There's nothing you can do to stop us. You're lying. She must be dead, or else she'd have come for me. She's coming for me, isn't she? I'm a duly appointed ambassador of the Mauma people. The grounds of the embassy are sacrosanct, according to our treaty. The Tempest is coming. You cannot stop it.
Sea rat coward!
This is madness. There has been enough death in this city.
His heart. Stop, all of you.
This madness ends now. This does not excuse mindless slaughter. We are better than our enemies. You must apprehend him. Don't let the Green Lady cut him down like an animal. We must learn what the Maormer plan for Canarthy's roost. I trust you'll do what's best for my people. Now I must apologize to Vicereeve Peladil. Whatever the Dominion needs, we will provide.
Mercy. Please. Mercy. Save me from this madwoman. I do. By all the gods, I do. Mercy. Please. I do. By all the gods, I do.
Move, unless you don't mind the spatter. I'll keep him alive for a time. He won't starve. His limbs have so much flesh to sustain him. Go tell Harani the Maormer is dead. Leave me to my work. Go. This is a private matter.
No! God's mercy! Stay back!
The gods can't hear you. Scream louder! That's it. Again!
Where is former Ambassador Ulandil? Another honored enemy we must send to the Temple of the Morning Springs. Too many today. No matter. Before he fled to the embassy, Ulandil mentioned something about a tempest. Did he say anything about this before he died? I fear we'll learn soon enough. What a nightmare. I hope all dealings with our Dominion allies won't end this way. I signed a new treaty with Vicereeve Peladil moments ago. He assured me the Dominion will defend our little island from any reprisals, Maormer or otherwise. Canarthy's roost will see much change to come. We must grow together, or we shall die apart.
Hey, slow paws. You, yes, you. Commander Karaneth needs you immediately. The Malmer attacked Cat's Eye Key from the sea. Commander Karaneth holds the line at the docks. She needs help stopping the Malmer before they push into Mistral. Zairi will find more to help. Be swift, Slowpaws. How about a coin or two?
Keeping myself busy here.
You there. The Marmor attacked Cat's Eye Key with their Sea Viper forces. We need every able body for the rescue effort. Huh. A counterattack? I'd settle for an organized defense. Our forces are scattered too thin. If we can't hold the gates, Mistral will fall to the Marmor. I'll coordinate Dominion forces from here, but I can't lock down this gate until the survivors clear out of the market. Send them my way. We need everyone able to defend Mistral on this side of the wall.
Snakes! Giant snakes coming from...
Those Malmer pirates came from the water. They're all over Cat's Eye Key. Sea vipers happened. One must have struck me on the head. When I woke, a sea viper was carving strange runes on my bodyguard's skin. I hit that awful pirate with a broken spar and we ran. No, we can still move. We'll head to Mistral if it's safe there. By the 8, it's inspiring to see Dominion soldiers. Maybe Sergeant Firion can pull off her counterattack. The Marine by the gate to Cat's Eye Key plans to strike back at the Sea Vipers. I'm sure she can tell you the details. We'll get moving. Gods grant you strength.
We can't let those Marmor pirates reach Mistral. They'll butcher our families. I saw great serpents emerge from the waters. Those sea viper cowards made them snap at everyone in striking distance. No. When I saw my neighbors fall, I ran. What kind of Khajiit am I? You were with Dominion, yes? Your Sergeant Firion plans to strike back. Give those pirate cowards a trouncing. I'll do no such thing. If any of those sea vipers shows a face on this side of the gate, I'll claw it off myself.
What are you doing here? It doesn't matter. If you're in the mood to cave in some sea viper skulls, I don't really care. You feel that cold air rushing off the sea? Just like it was before the hurricane. We can't wait to cut off the snake's head. We are the Dominion counterattack. I sent my squad to scout Cat's Eye Key. If they haven't learned what the Sea Viper's plan, we can poke around until we figure out what needs chopping. Don't worry, your wizard friend can seal the gate behind us. I'll hold the gate, if you think you'll have need for a wizard. Or you could bring a Dominion Marine. Up to you. Then let's fillet these fish elf bastards.
Hey, squad got separated. Nistel and I found Onglorn. They hurt him bad. Sea vipers carved runes in his chest. I grabbed him. Nistel held them off. Hunting sea vipers. If you see her, tell her Onglorn will be all right.
You've done your part. Get back to Mistral when you can.
Oh, Nistel.
A ringing head is bad, but when it remains somewhat head-shaped, that is good, yes? I was in the caves, working, when I heard a strange howling. Then warriors came out of nowhere and struck without mercy. Sea vipers, Maorma pirates. We paid protection through the month and let them put those strange totems in our cave. They've never been in the skooma trade. I meant moon sugar. Hit my head, you see. Our deaths, I suppose? After they killed enough of us, they left the rest of us alone. They knew we wouldn't fight back. They only paid attention to those totems. Well, until they collapsed the cave entrance. Some high elf wizard tried to get in, so they collapsed it. I dove outside. Lucky me. The wizard tried to tell me something, but I couldn't hear him at all. He stuffed this paper in my hands and walked off. Here, maybe you can make sense of it.
Totems seem to harness a combination of wind and spirit. I wonder if I can... Excuse me, do you mind? Indeed. I suppose that's optimal. These sea viper rituals are barbaric, but quite effective. The hurricane they summoned to dash our fleet against Kanapi's roost? That's nothing compared to their current efforts. You clearly haven't studied the fundamentals of blood sacrifice. You see, these serpent-shaped statues, they're storm totems. They collect spirit energies from rune-marked subjects and channel it, like water through a funnel. Exactly the right question. It seems the Sea Vipers use a specialized lodestone to block the channel. Approach an active storm totem, hold forth the lodestone, and harmlessly siphon the energy away. You should see for yourself. Completely. Go ahead, don't be shy. It's not as though the storm totem's energies will cascade throughout your body until you're nothing but a lifeless, smoking husk. But do avoid standing in the puddles, would you? Phenomenal. I knew proximity was the key. And look at you, not even a hint of electrocution. You have the principle. Now to apply it to the other storm totems before... well, best not to worry about that. No, I really shouldn't worry you. I can't say for certain. It's one of two things, neither of which is good for anyone on this island. You don't stoop to blood sacrifice unless you need a lot of energy very quickly. And, well, to release it, just as quickly. Listen, you handle the storm totems. I'll determine how to best counteract the Sea Viper blood ritual without destroying Mistral. Does that seem equitable? The only certainty is the lack of time. You should hurry. This is Eelsil, speaking directly to your mind. Find my Psijic projection near the tunnel exit. I know how to stop the Marma. I know what they're planning. Through my Psijic projection, I observed an old ritual site north of Mistral. The Sea Vipers summoned a powerful creature known as a Storm Atronach. They're funneling all that energy into their bound Storm Slave. The creature can only hold so much energy before it discorporates. All the energy will wash over Kanathi's roost, killing anything it touches. Except for the thunderbugs, of course. Oh, and the mountain north of Mistral will shatter, leaving no trace of the town. Ha! There's the genius of their plan. How do you bind a creature made of storm energies? With the wind itself. 3 ritual horns trap Storm Slave. But the lodestone now has enough storm energy to counteract the false winds. Elegant, yes? It will shed its corporeal form and safely release its stored energy. By safely, I mean in relation to Kanathi's roost. I recommend moving a fair distance away from Storm Slave when this happens. Perhaps keeping solid rock between it and yourself? You'll have no trouble. But in the event you do, I've opened a portal at a distance of 1 league from Kanathi's roost. There I'll tread water in the open sea until I've observed your success. Merely a precaution. I have every confidence.
I wish Estelle could have seen that thing.
Children of the sea, your bonds cannot hold the Tempest.
Quickly now, we must run! Come! You must leave this place! Follow me! My friend, to escape death so triumphantly is constant thrill, yes? Not so thrilling for the Maumar, of course. The Maumar are fled or dead thanks to your efforts. Kenarthi's roost is safe and voluntarily a part of the Aldmeri Dominion. So if you must know, Razumdar keeps an eye on promising people. If Raz had known you would do so well, he would have scrounged you a nicer reward. Apologies. The Mistral Armory is not what it once was. The Maumar are like drunken uncle. Chase them off, and they always come back. Next time, Kenarthi will be waiting for them. Problem is, there are places that will not be so prepared. If the Vipers are here in numbers strong enough to assault Kenarthi, all of the southern seas are in danger. The Queen is in Oridon right now, beginning a royal visit. Raz would ask you to head to Volkelgard and report to Watch Captain Astanya. Astanya can pass word to Her Majesty. Perhaps you can catch a ride on the Prowler. Raz her Jimila plans to set sail. He suspects she may owe you a favor. Astanya. Of course. After all you have done for us here, it would be rude of Raz to say no.
There you are. Do not panic. Only you can see me. Come, we have to talk.